right, got a 2008 Nissan Frontier, and the battery was getting weak and, you know, barely starting the truck, and so I limped it by to try and get the most out of my money. While I was waiting to get a new battery, I was still using the truck. I had the truck hooked to a trailer, and I had the truck in low range. It got really cold, and I went out to try and move the truck again, and it tried to roll over a couple times, and then it just was dead. No clicking noise, none of that. So I took the old battery out, exchanged it for the core, and I bought a new Napa battery, brought it home and put it in, and started the truck just fine. Moved it to the front yard to unhook the trailer, and went to take it out of 4 low, and the four-wheel drive actuator just kept going or a noise similar to that. Bear with me. So I did some research online. Lots and lots of people have had this encounter. It's pretty much a pain in the butt. So a guy on, I think, the newx.org, because this affects Pathfinders, Frontiers, and Xteras. Guy on the newx.org said to jack the driver's front and driver rear tire up and put them on jack stands, which I did. You can confirm now that I'm in two-wheel drive. The rear wheel's not spinning. Once you get the vehicle jacked up, go ahead and disconnect the negative terminal on the battery just to protect any electrical components. Then we're going to go up underneath the truck. Right there's the four-wheel drive actuator. You got to use a screwdriver to depress this little clip, push in, and gently wiggle back and forth to get that plug out. There is a 12mm bolt on the bottom and a 12mm bolt right up here on the top. Right there. Take those two bolts loose and take this breather hose. Take this breather hose loose right here. Then this slides out. Inside the transfer case there's a yoke. On the newxterra.org, I'll put a link to that in the description. They have a picture of what that yoke looks like. What I did to fix this real quick and easy: disconnect the battery, jack up the vehicle front and rear, undo the two 12mm bolts, leave this harness plugged up, pull this off and turn it over here where you can see it. You need a large flat blade screwdriver. I used a 1/4 inch heavy duty Klein to stick in there in that yoke. You want to turn it counterclockwise. So what I did was I had my wife sit in the truck with the engine running, and I had her change it from 4 low to 4 high. I watched the actuator turn to the correct position, and then I used the screwdriver to mechanically turn the transfer case counterclockwise from about the 12 o'clock position to about the 9 o'clock position or so. Then I had her change it from 4 high to 4 low, and I turned it again counterclockwise until I was at the 6 o'clock, 12 o'clock again, making 1/2 a rotation. She confirmed that the position sensor was showing that it was in two-wheel drive. Then I told her to turn off the truck. She did and exited the vehicle. Then I put the actuator motor back on there. I had to spin it just a tiny bit to get the yokes to make back up. And then once I did that, I put the 12mm bolts back in, put the breather hose back on. The wiring harness was already connected. And then I got out to confirm that everything was okay. While it was still on jacks, I started the truck again, and I selected 4 high, it engaged. I selected 4 low, it engaged with a grind, but that's normal for my truck. And then I disengaged 4 low back to 4 high, it ground again normal for my truck. And then I disengaged 4 high to two-wheel drive with no problems. I did this multiple times. So the real quick, easy and dirty, again, jack up the front and rear wheels, Remove the two 12mm bolts, pull the actuator out, start the vehicle. Make sure you have it in 4 low. Whatever mode it was in when it gave the problems, what you need to have it in. Just make sure the wheels and stuff are chalked. Take all your due diligence on your safety for yourself. All right, so the real quick and easy way to do this, jack up the driver front and driver rear wheels. Use the board to chock it. Start the vehicle with it in 4 low. Have somebody else in the vehicle turn the vehicle from 4 low to 4 high. Then use a screwdriver to turn the yoke counterclockwise to about the 10 o'clock position. You'll feel a little detent and a click. It'll get kind of tight, and then it'll gently click over a pin or something in there. Then have them change from 4 high to 2-wheel drive, and then mechanically turn it counterclockwise again until you're back at roughly the 6 o'clock, 12 o'clock position. Then reinstall actuator motor with the two 12mm bolts. Should be all you need to do.